How proactive, creative and entrepreneurial are FMNS students nowadays? They can learn those things in a business setting so that they are capable of solving practical problems.
In science, you need to have a fundamental hypothesis about what you're working on and try to prove that hypothesis. In our work, it's more about how can you satisfy the needs of a specific customer. So you try to find what the customer actually needs and try to find a solution that works for that customer. Science helps you to identify that specific needs, especially in our field of work. LODE is a company that was established in Groningen in 1946, and we are building ergometers and treadmills for medical purposes. In total we have about 70 people working here, and normally we have about 10 to 15 interns. They learn about what it is to work in a company. The most important part is that you can translate your theoretical background in something practical that is useful in a business environment. One of the things that I always ask people that are going to work on a practical project is, when you have a flat tire on your bicycle, what do? And people that bring the bicycle to a bicycle repairman, normally I don't hire.
What do the interns say?
I think one of the main things I've learned at LODE here is to be able to be more proactive when I want to find something which I don't know yet.
To ask for help and to ask experts to get the right knowledge I needed.
Well, the added value for a student to return after an internship in academic environment would be to have more of an idea about where eventually the research is going to be used for, how it's going to be translated into, for instance, a product or a treatment or a therapy.
I've learned to use science to translate it into something useful for the society.
Again, at the university there's always someone who's very closely supervising you. While I was here, I was still left relatively free, so I was allowed to determine for myself whether or not some action was useful and how many hours I could spend on it. It all came down to me. It was my project and I had to take leadership over my own project.
Bridging the worlds of science, business and policy, preparing students for their future.